Alright, hello everybody. Good afternoon to everybody who's watching this. Today we have a significant severe weather day on tap for portions of the south central plains. We have a moderate risk across Oklahoma. Let's talk about it right now. So, the Storm Prediction Center has outlined a moderate risk across portions of southwestern Kansas, northeast Texas Panhandle, and through northern Texas and lots of western to central and southern Oklahoma. There will be a threat of several tornadoes today, and I also expect this tornado outlook to get expanded like this and probably go 10 hatched as well in the newest update. Hail, in my opinion, will be the greatest threat today. There's a 45 hatched hail from the Storm Prediction Center out. There will be a threat for significant wind gusts as well. The Storm Prediction Center is calling for potential of a derecho this evening, although I'm thinking it's going to stay more supercellular and be more of a hail-driven event with some uh, significant winds mixed in there. Current look at our surface analysis, and as we can see here, once it loads, there is a little bit of an area of cloud cover that has been observed really across the Texas Panhandle into kind of here and further southward. This is where our highest tornado risk is going to be, in my opinion, today. Dew points are well into the 70s and or upper 60s in most spots, with temperatures in the 80s to 90s. A website I check out a lot, Highways and Hailstones. There are several of some of these guys are my friends, but there's a lot of people chasing today. So if you are one of those chasers and you actually end up seeing this video, please stay safe. Now let's go look at SBC mesoscale analysis. Probably should go to the SBC page for this. Before kind of co-locating this. But actually, first, before we go to mesoscale analysis, there will be a tornado watch issued for these initial supercells very soon for the Oklahoma Panhandle, Texas Panhandle, Western Oklahoma, and Northern Texas. Intense supercells capable of producing all severe hazards, including giant hail, hurricane-force wind gusts, and tornadoes, are all expected this afternoon and evening. And this watch is this mesoscale discussion is valid until 3:45. So this is going to be issued very soon. We'll look at mesoscale analysis in a second here. We'll also look at any observed soundings that come out, because it is 2 o'clock. And then we'll also briefly take a look. There is a severe weather risk tomorrow. There's a tornado risk across the Colorado, Kansas, Texas area. There also is a tornado risk in New Jersey as well, even though the SBC hasn't added a 5% there. 15% winds throughout a lot of areas and a 15 hail as well. Day 3, there is another risk of severe weather. This time it's going to be from the southeastern United States all the way up into portions of the Plains and Ozarks. Day 4, a severe risk will exist across the Ozarks and mid-Mississippi Valley. So looking at current mesoscale analysis, mesoscale conditions, we have a mesolow that is formed in north central Texas here. This will greatly enhance the tornado risk across this general region in here. So Wichita Falls, Altus, or what is it called? Altus, Oklahoma, and the Lawton, Oklahoma area. I think that's where the tornado risk is going to be heightened because of that mesolow. There's also a lot of 3 Cape N vorticity, some of which is building along that mesolow, but there's also a lot of it up in Colorado. So there probably will be some landspout type tornadoes in Colorado, southwest Kansas. Then you have a secondary target across the Oklahoma-Texas Panhandle. You have a third target across the Wichita Falls area to Lawton, Oklahoma area. And then you even have a fourth target across the DFW area along that warm front / stationary boundary. And then talking about Dixie here, there is a large target from the New Orleans area through Alabama. And so strong tornadoes are going to be possible in each of these targets today, in my opinion. So you got to keep an eye out on that. There is strong instability values with mixed layer Cape of 2,500 plus joules per kilogram all the way up in southwest Kansas. There's values of 4,000 plus in Texas right now. These values are expected to reach up into the 3,000 to 5,000 range later today and really create a potent environment for the severe weather as we get toward hour 6. Look at that. big time. Current STP values are not the highest, but these are expected to soar throughout the evening, and there will be conditions favorable for stronger tornadoes, especially across Oklahoma and northern Texas this evening. Looking into the upper level wind shear, this is expected to greatly increase this evening as this system really starts to eject and strengthen. Along with that, our low level jet is likely going to strengthen this evening into amounts that are very favorable for tornadic supercells, especially getting towards 60, which I don't know why values of 30 knots, 25 plus knots do not show up, probably because the rapids are doing the low level jet. Currently, the low level jet's not too strong. 0 to 1 kilometer SRH is only about 50, but that's expected to soar into 100 to 200 plus later tonight. Again, let me go to the southeast sector so I can get the photographs. We'll actually look at the southeast here. Photographs right now across the southeast will be favorable for tornadoes and very large hail, especially really in here. This is going to be our biggest risk area, and then eventually a little bit further to the southeast as well. And then across the plains, I would say right now the main hazards are going to be very large hail and damaging winds. Any storms that can really thrive within this area could be more tornadic. And as we get toward 0Z, the tornado risk is really going to increase across west central Oklahoma and northern Texas. And of course, hour 6 as well, the tornado risk is really going to increase everywhere with a discrete supercell. I will look at the HRRR model just for a sense of reflectivity later this afternoon, and that's it. So here's the 18Z run. We are expecting storms to fire in the Texas Panhandle, probably earlier than what the HRRR shows. Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma area, down into northern Texas. The forecast environment the HRRR does represent is, in my opinion, a little bit too overmixed. Take a look at a rap sounding, and it's probably a bit more accurate to what might actually happen. Yeah, this is a little bit more accurate. There's going to be a bit more moisture than what the HRRR shows, in my opinion. We can see a few monster supercells form. These storms, the southernmost storms in Texas / Oklahoma overnight, will have strong tornado potential with them. They're going to have all the stronger ingredients that'll be pulled right up into them. And if nothing else can interpret them, and they can drill through this surface inversion, there's going to be a big-time tornado risk with a photograph like that and a middle-level to upper-level thermodynamic profile like this. That is some rocket fuel for supercells overnight. And we can see these supercells continue, and they probably will grow upscale into a linear convective system overnight as well. Looking into the southeast United States, this tornado risk is really going to start to increase over the next couple hours as these supercells continue to grow southeastward and really thrive. Few tornadoes are going to be possible over here, potentially a stronger one or two as well. And we can see these supercells are going to really start to move southeastward into Florida. Maybe a couple more form a little bit further to the north as well. That's going to do it for today's short weather briefing. Thank you guys for watching this video, and make sure to like and subscribe.